And look at some of the other 24 finalists. Buckley just missed. Knipple and Weltsign. John making a good run. Finished 7th and 8th. A tie. Kevin Gillette, who just got knocked out of the Firestone. 9th. Our Firestone Tournament champions, Steve Cook. Gary Dickinson steady. All be up there. Robinson. Palmer Falgren, our statistician. Johnny Petraglia. Boise Huber from St. Louis. Dick Nardoza. Malacosta. Ernie Schlegel, the man we saw last year. Paul Moser in 20th. Carmen Salvino, the great champ. Don Johnson bowling better than ever. Tom Robards. And Mr. Wilkerson, who re-racked a lot, was in 24th place. It took a 201 average to finish 90th. That was $540.
Mike Durbin eliminated. Charlie Tapp winning at 226 to 197. 6 strikes in the 3rd game, and now a non-winner, Charlie Tapp, in PBA titles or championships, going against a man who has won 37, who has won 4 national titles, Earl Anthony. Shooting first will be Tapp.
And another thing to think about Charlie Tapp, a 7-year exemption for winning this major title into the Firestone. A lot riding for Charlie Tapp. Earl Anthony bowling for almost a completely different reason, immortality.
Leaving a 4-7, the man that had 3 victories here, live from Toledo, averaged 215.
Tapp going a little high, breaks the 4-7 and the 9-pin out at the last moment. A routine, easy spare to start the championship match.
From right to left on the left lane, Tapp. Chopped. 4 off the 7. Replay it.
He can't believe it. A spare of the pros will maybe miss 1 in 500 in a championship match. He starts off by sliding the 4 around the 7.
And on the right lane, the great left-hander, Earl Anthony. Jumping on it. Look at the intensity. Those blue eyes.
Whew. Earl Anthony has been the tournament leader in the national championship 5 times. He's won it 4 times. The only man to defeat him was Mike Albee when they bowled in Las Vegas.
Susie Anthony, Earl's wife. Earl's average this week through 56 games, 223.5. Well, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10.
Chris just lost it at the bottom of the backswing, right on through. And wow, did he open the door for Charlie Tapp. Anything can happen in this championship match.
Gave it his all, leaving 2 10s. Oh, what a beginning of a match where they're bowling for $58,000.
Anthony going for it and actually catches it too light. If that 4-pin had just hit the 8-pin, it might have bounced into the 6-10 and given him a chance to convert. Charlie looking for another re-rack. I don't know if he's trying to psych Earl. I've bowled left-handers personally on television, Chris, and sometimes if you feel like you got an edge, you like to try to rub it in a little bit, but I don't know. For $58,000, I'd be worrying about my own game and just concentrate on throwing strikes.
Remember, we're down introducing the tip. Charlie said that he was really nervous, uptight. He's had 3 victories. Got to be tiring a bit, maybe. All right, leaving the 1, 2, 10 on the right lane.
You think $58,000 doesn't make that span in the bowling ball a little shorter? Charlie Tapp hit his spot at the arrows, got no lift on it all, slid by the 1, 2, 10 washout.
2-to-1 odds for the professionals to convert this. Winner to get 38, the loser or runner-up, let's call them, 20,000.
A little tougher shot, a washout on a lacquer condition, because you have to cross over that track area on the right. Let's see how Charlie attacks it.
Well, today, master of conversions. Lovely, saving it, marking with a spare.
Super shot, the head pin goes to the sideboard, bounces out of the channel, takes out the 10, he stays ahead in the match.
Third week in a row, Bo, that we've been in a river city. St. Louis, the Mississippi, the Illinois, Peoria, and now the Maumee in Toledo. One difference, the Maumee flows north. Did you know that?
I didn't. I was just down to the OI building and the Toledo Trust, and it's a beautiful complex.
All right. After that conversion, Tapp bouncing back with a strike in the third frame. And next week we'll be in Miami, Imperial Lanes for the Sunshine Open. And then March 13th, the Washington, D.C. area for another great championship, the Long Island Open, Garden City, the 20th, 27th. Back to Milwaukee and the Miller High Life Open, always good. So an open, and the great champion comes back in the third with a strike. And as we said, if Earl wins today, he has to win to go over the $1 million mark in money earned stroking the bowling ball.
Earl has asked for a re-rack. Look at the intensity on his face. He is allowed one in the game without having to be contested by the tournament director. He has already taken that one. Let's see what kind of adjustment he makes on the left-hand lane after leaving that wide open 5-pin split in the second.
There's a double by Earl Anthony in the national championship before packed house, Imperial Lanes in Toledo. He's going to leave. We'll return for this final match. 6-pin now. He'll try to cover it in the championship match for the national title. All right, he had a strike up to spare in the fourth for Tapp, who has won 3 games. Anthony, when he's back up in the fifth, will be working on a double.
Charlie Tapp, 218 average, leading the Pro Bowlers Tour. A right normally reserved for Mark Roth, who's struggling a bit this season. Earl Anthony leads by 7. Tapp, having no trouble with the left-hand lane, has been around the pocket. He left a 4-7 in the first frame, got a strike in the third. Let's see if he can stay in the 1-3 area here in the fifth.
There is a 4-pin on the left lane in the national championship contested here a year ago, and Anthony won it. Winner's share was $21,000. This year it's $38,000.
Ball cutting through. 2-pin didn't do the action on the 4, and Charlie really not in trouble on the left lane. Has to get his act together on the right-hand lane to keep some pressure on Anthony. This next frame is going to be very pivotal for Earl Anthony. If he can hit the right-hand lane, he'll really have Tapp in trouble.
Right now, here is Earl Anthony, 4-time national championship winner, and each time he won it from the top-seeded position. And that's the situation he's in today, the tournament leader. Picture perfect on the right lane, Nelson, a 3-bagger for the champion.
Chris, let's look at Earl's line. We saw everybody else playing right around the 12th board. Here's Earl Anthony. Now watch the break of Earl's ball. It's the most even, I think, of any player on the Pro Tour. You see, he doesn't get the sharp break at the back end that seems so popular out here. He keeps it in the pocket. Doesn't beat himself. Accuracy is still #1 in this game.
Looming large, the 3 strikes. Tapp the opponent. Earl on the left, thankful for only the 6-10.
He wanted that strike, Chris, but he knew when he let go of it, he just kind of babied it. It's sometimes hard to give it room when you really want one, and he kept it in play. Now there's where his style keeps him on top. Most players would have cut through and got a 4-6 split. Earl, with that very small break, kept the ball in play, has an easy spare of the 6-10.
Former baseball player. Spare in the 6th frame for Earl Anthony, 104 through the 5th.